been a lot of snow in the mountains this year, but things had finally started to melt out and it was time to get out and explore. So we headed up 285 towards Buena Vista. We dropped into town to grab a bite to eat, hit our favorite distillery, Deer Hammer. They have a nice selection of single malt and rye whiskeys and a nice place to sit down and sample if you like that type of thing. We picked up a little supply, walked around town, then jumped in the truck to head up into the mountains and towards the town of St. Elmo. St. Elmo sits at about 10,000 foot of elevation. It was founded in the 1880s and peaked at about 2,000 people. It finally closed down around the 1920s when the railroad shut down. Although we call it a ghost town, there are a few folks still living here. There's some restoration going on and a store that's open in the summertime. A couple of miles outside of town is the Mary Murphy Mine. It's up a fairly steep hill and requires four-wheel drive, so we aired down and got ready for some rough and steep roads. The Mary Murphy Mine operated from about 1870 to 1925, produced 220,000 ounces of gold, worth about $4.4 million back then, or probably closer to $200 million today. Definitely a profitable business. We enjoyed exploring the buildings, equipment, and structures that were part of the lower tramway. These were cable-suspended cars that carried ore down the hill where it could be put on the railroad for processing. At this point, it was getting late. We needed to go find a place to spend the night, so we headed down the hill, back through St. Elmo, and up the beginning of the Tin Cup Pass Trail.
This might be a camp spot for the night. Looks pretty good. Kind of backing right into that. What do you think? Yeah.
Likely the light of mine will burn out in the mountains where I spend my rambling years. I paid my sins from the poor traveling days. Oh Lord, please can't you hear my prayers? So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit my rocking chair. I rode my body up the mountain, and I'm never going back again.
It's from the time that we parked over there and decided we need to be over here to get the thing resituated, get the leveling blocks, get down in here, get it all undone, open up the back, set up the awning, string out the lights, Set up the kitchen, get the grill ready, open a beer, maybe spray on a little bug spray. The mosquitoes are...
Kiss your wife?
Yeah, kiss my wife. I had to do that too. And yeah, so we're all set now. So we're ready to make some dinner. So here's our camp setup. Looks pretty good. Pull out drawer with the permanent stove, all the kitchen gear, the miscellaneous gear there in the center drawer. Pull out ARB fridge, which has been awesome to have, thanks to stuff like this. Keep our dry goods in a bin here that we pull out of the back of the little table, and we're pretty well set up. Come down here and check out Chalk Creek. So this creek flows all the way down the valley, past the town of St. Elmo. So what's for dinner?
Tonight we're having gourmet hamburgers with green beans and beer.
And?
Whiskey.
That's true, yeah.
Right. Plus we have dessert.
Looks good. Smells good. I'm definitely hungry.
It's gonna be awesome.
Dinner's done. Whiskey's done. Sitting back, enjoying the sound of the river. But it feels awfully good.
Well, it's been a rainy morning here at camp. And just wrapping up breakfast, coffee time. Get ready to go out and maybe do a little bit more exploring up Tin Cup Pass Trail here. See what happens with the weather. Not too great right now. So I will say, thankful for the awning here. This is the Rhino Rack Batwing, which has made living possible in these drizzly conditions this morning. Well, we decided to head up Tin Cup Pass a little ways, see how far we go today. The weather's not great, overcast, a little cool, but not bad either. We ran into a herd of Jeep on the way down, and it was good to stop, exchange a few words, get an idea what the trail was like ahead. Based on this information and the lack of time that we had before we had to head back into Denver, we decided just to head up close to the top of the pass, maybe above the tree line, enjoy it a little while before turning around and heading back home. was a short trip. We got to see some beautiful views, try out the truck, test out the new sleeping and camping arrangement. All in all, we had a great couple of days, just whetted our appetite and made us want to come back for more. We'll hope you join us then. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have some time to get out and wander.